Okay. That is very weird. I don't know what happened. I am not going to complain if my stuff is still working. But today has been a very interesting day. So let's try this again. Hello everyone, it's Rocky here. Hopefully you're all having a good night on this Tuesday, as I am dubbing it Tainted Grail Tuesday until the foreseeable future with this game. Figured to come back to it and just see what sort of chaos we can get up to. Well, that's weird. I am not seeing or hearing any of my audio. For the game. Let's see. That's plugged in. I'm punching my microphone. This is cool. This is weird. Oh, I love this sort of thing. Alright. Be right back, gotta check something. What the actual heck is going on? Did that do anything? Okay, well, we might be playing this game muted. Or, let me see if I can do this real quick. I swear, this is going well. Alright, let's control that. Put that there. Let me see. About doing this with headphones. Because I have a suspicion that's how I'm going to have to do this. Until I figure out what's going on. Okay. Okay, now my stuff works. Alright, hold on. Settings. Settings. Audio. Auxiliary. Desktop audio. Speakers. Advanced monitoring device. Okay. Alright, well, we have sound, so I can't complain there. Alright. What were we doing with Mr. Armstrong? Well, he's nowhere near strong enough to be able to deal with this old steel mace, but last I recall, Armstrong is doing pretty well for himself. At least with endurance and strong. Do we want to go with the swords? We are starting to get quite a few neat weapons now that we can use. And we're starting to get into some money. So this will be interesting. What were we even doing for the quest? Oh yeah, we're still trying to kill bandits and stuff. Because God forbid we can do anything other than this. The Silk Road. Warlight has revealed to me the second part of the plan. I have to open the passage to the second part of the plan. Ah, yeah, right. That's that. And we still have the Shadow of the Horns to deal with in trying to get Excalibur because Caradoc wants it. Do we kill more bandits? And a giant. Or do we actually progress the story forward? I kind of want to just keep fucking around with trying to kill bandits because I want to kill some things. Hey, I forgot I have a couple of new things here. What else do I have for... Oh, yeah. I have some stuff I can sell. Alright then. Yeah, let's rest up for the night. I'm trying to figure out audio levels. I think levels are good. If I'm wrong, someone let me know. But I'm pretty sure levels are good. Alright. Can I sell you shit? Please. Yes. Alright, let's see. What do we want to sell? I want to sell you. I'll keep the hatchet around. I need to keep the bow and arrows around for the plot. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, I forgot I have all these spells I can't use because I don't have the spirituality. Yay. I have Faded Hood. I can sell you. Necromancer's Mask, I can sell you. Looter's Mask, I can sell you. Oh, I forgot I still had those. We have a bunch of shit. Alright, I think that's good. What to do, what to do. let's go hatchet and short sword, yeah. Or we just go hatchet and torch. Oh yeah, we have short sword and torch, and we can do hatchet and... Actually, that'd be very funny. Big bonkin' stick. Chanterelle. Oh yeah, I forgot we got some stuff out of this. Razor Splash Concoction. Bleeds the target on hit. Oh yeah. Keeper's tags. Calm's finger necklace. Oh yeah, I'm wearing that. Wait, am I wearing that? I would hope I am. Yeah, I am. I still need one more strong. Alright, sure. Can I talk to the dude and be like, yo, got some keepers things for you. Thank you. Is that all? Or do I have more? Come on, Fergus. I talked to you, I think. Yeah, I did. Yeah. What to do? What do we want to do? Who do we try and kill? Oh yeah, there's an ogre too. Brothers in Arms, Fallen Keepers, yeah, right. Rusty Argyle. Giant. Silent Cilia. Let's see. Where on the map these people are. Oh yeah, the cobwebs are there. There's the crypt. Ely Decilia. Do I go deal with Argyle, or do I try and explore out more and go with the ogre or the giant? I feel like I could probably go deal with Argyle, but we shall see. What I should do is talk to the apothecary and see if I can get some more potions made and or bought, because I need that shit. Thank you, game.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm John Heber.
Aromatic remedy. Bye. Buy all of those. Buy all of those. Might as well get the antlers because I feel like I'm gonna need those. I have 2 burning embers. I don't need more. I think we're good. Thank you, John. Very cool. What's up, dude?
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack. I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osprey to get it pulled out. That, and I wouldn't trust him anywhere near my mouth.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Osprey's a decent blacksmith, but he's no good with teeth. With one lad, it took him 3 tries before he got the right one. I'll stick to my grandma's potion for toothache. Or I would, if Heber would stop being such a dick and make it for me.
And why can't you make it yourself?
Heber took the recipe from me. And even if I had the recipe, I'm no good at mixing that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, look at you.
Said if I don't know how to make it, I shouldn't have it. And that he doesn't want some questionable homebrew medicine spreading through the keep.
I mean, seems fair.
You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Tooth saver, yeah? No matter.
Oh, John. I'm back to talk. Because I forgot I haven't done this one yet.
Lanzo knows very well what he must do. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else I can do for him. Either he removes the tooth, or it will keep hurting. He's not dying! He has a toothache, for crying out loud. A physician's duty is to treat an illness, not its symptoms.
Pretty sure it's supposed to go, you treat the symptoms of the illness until you find a cure for said illness.
Of course, I could give him something to ease the pain, but there's no point if he doesn't get rid of the underlying cause. Yes, his grandma's miracle medicine. I honestly don't have time for village superstitions.
Why the fuck not?
I had to confiscate the recipe as well, lest he tries making it himself. As if I don't have enough problems already. Times in the keep are tough. Everyone is either bored or restless.
Yeah.
Honestly, the last thing I need is people poisoning themselves with some unknown potion they don't even have the qualifications to make.
And you sound so qualified yourself, sir.
No, I thought I made myself clear. If you want an excuse to drink yourself to oblivion on moonshine, just drink the moonshine.
Oh?
No need to add other potentially dangerous ingredients.
Potentially dangerous. What else is there?
Well, to be fair, the base recipe is pretty harmless.
Such
But
as?
what if someone decides that if they don't have carnation, it's perfectly fine to substitute it with devil's snare, since the color is more or less the same? Or sage with wolfsbane, because, you know, leaves are leaves. I'm sorry, but unfortunately I know these people well enough not to trust them with something like this. What? How do you... You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But if it causes you to shit yourself for 3 days straight, don't come running to me.
Do I happen to have the stuff to make it? Damn. Hold on. Now I do. Oh, that was easy.
Ah, you're back!
Thank you. I'll finally be able to eat something.
Mate, your arm's going through the wall there.
Here, take this as my thanks for your help.
Woo! Oh yeah, I wanted to go deal with the blacksmith because I wanted to go, It's an arena. And our archery thing. I haven't talked to you yet. Who are you?
Eyes forward and mind your step. You all right, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage. Hey, what a mess. Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from, well, everything that's been happening here.
I mean, understandable. Look at the state of this place.
Bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader, hunger. I was happy Fergus let them in and allowed them to stay. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high. Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange, erratic, sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, Old Mahon, tried to calm him down. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit Old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage. Wait, if you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers. I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees. And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
Alright. Someone has the hots for someone. Ah. In the building up high, you said. I mean... Yep, yeah. That's pretty up high.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aymer's voice. Beautiful. So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the Stale Lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship?
Buddy, I don't even know you.
You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand? Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out at Wrong's, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar.
Did you
Documents,
now?
with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem.
I feel like this is going to be very much a problem.
Splendid. When you have the documents, meet me at the third crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
You say that.
Boy, friend, a question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
Why, yes, I do.
Ha! Friend, I wish. The only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either. Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Absolutely.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Oh, yeah, the corpse eater armor. I don't got that. Looks like I gotta go kill some corpse eaters. But I have a bunch of other tasks to deal with, so... let's see. Ow! Ah, sorry about that. I've been sneezing all day. This is not fun. Thankfully, I'm not sick. It's just that time of the year where sinuses act up and allergies run rampant because kids. Going back to school. Oh no, I don't want to go to the captain's quarters. Unless that's the only way I can go. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, like when I was in school, I had a lot of times where, I don't like the vibes of this place. This is weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go. But when I was a kid in school, I used to get like really, really sick. And so I couldn't participate in a lot of school gatherings and other events. So I was usually stuck at home. Finding all sorts of little places around here. Let's go back up.
Always good to have a little rest.
I mean, I agree. Anyways.
Oh, hello there.
Hello. What was I saying? Right. I used to get sick a lot as a kid, so I would miss out on a lot of like school activities and things. So it was
You need something?
always interesting whenever I would Oh. Well, damn. Let's see where this leads to.
Hey. Hello. Are you also wondering why the heck we need them? Lighthouses. Why the hell are Dara and his workers pushing so hard to build the second one? Is one not enough? Is it because one is less than two and less is worse? I mean, two lighthouses next to each other are almost the same as one. And ships don't even sail this way anymore. Ah, symbolism. Yeah, maybe, whatever that is. Aye, why would they? The waters are treacherous,
Oi.
so no ships. Storms and the weirdness are a deadly combination.
I would agree.
Besides, who'd have the time to build or repair them? There are enough problems on the island. We don't need more.
I agree.
Well, not much going on here, as you can see. Things have been a bit different lately. Due to the refugees. One was even hanged for theft. But I can't say much more as I wasn't there. If you're interested in the horns, you should visit our museum. You'll learn more about that fella, Swal, or whatever his name is. Aye, it's boring, but at least you don't have to pay to enter. Almost nobody goes there anyway.
Free trip.
What do I think? As long as they follow the rules, they can stay. And if they don't, then they can hang. That's all. Folks are saying that there's some other group, probably more dangerous, not so far from here. If they come closer, well, that wouldn't be too good. You can stay here and serve. Sit in the tavern, drink and eat something. If you're looking for an adventure, you'll have to go elsewhere. There's always something happening out in the world. But you know what? Here in the south, everything happens late. It's a big world out there, and a small one right here. I don't get it. This is a massive investment.
I mean, yeah. That's a lot of materials.
Less attention, the better.
Hello.
Bloody seagulls! Can you hear me? You flying vermin! Just try landing here and I'll pluck your asses clean. A keep by the sea. What a great idea that was. And what do you want? I'm fixated. Me? Oh, you didn't see what they did to me a week ago.
flying overhead, screeching, shitting and whatnot. So I yelled.
Not the whatnot.
Shaking my fist. And then another 4. Splat! And they kept screeching. Ah! I tell you, they're laughing at me. I spent all night cleaning my armor. Soul didn't think it through when he decided where to put the keep. Mark my words. Sure. If you haven't noticed yet, everything here tries to destroy. I once managed to shoot a few. I thought they'd learned their lesson. Wouldn't be flying over here anymore.
No.
And guess what they did? They kept shitting.
You don't
With
say.
Increased force. Like they're planning it. Vengeful scoundrels. I need to try a different strategy. Find something that will make them feel real terror.
What?
Like the way crows are afraid of scarecrows in fields. I'm sure seagulls also have something that scares them. Come on, have mercy. I'd have dealt with the damn creatures myself, but they're not even good for anything. I'm not asking a lot. Thank you. I just need you to bring me some kind of a bird scare. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's anyone crazy enough to take up something like this. There is one guy in the museum. Frederick. He's supposed to know everything.
Frederick. Well, good luck with that, mate. Hop, 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 hop.
Were you at the pledge? I didn't see you. Yeah. Victory over health. Honor over life. Yeah. Bandits, tribes, Sodom all. Sleep, damn it, is the worst son of a bitch I ever fall. No sleeping, though. The service is eternal. Where would we be if Seawall took naps all the time? I shut my eyes for about 15 minutes every day. Sometimes 20. Besides, a true keeper doesn't sleep. But I'm not gonna lie. That potion from Eber, our physician, you could stand on the walls all day and night and... What? Listen, pal, I never asked. I just came in the evenings when I was getting sleepy and took it. And then Yen put it somewhere else. Keeper's vigor. Good stuff. Shows what you know. Once more, call to...
Yeah, I'm not stealing that for you, buddy. Good luck. That's a drop. Well, let's go back around and see what sort of shenanigans we can get up to. But yeah, as I was saying, I had unfortunate luck as a kid where I would be very sick a lot of the time, so I couldn't do a lot of activities when I was growing up. Like a lot of Halloweens I missed, and a lot of actually, now that I think about it, I was just sick in general from school. A lot. So why do you need 2 of these? Big motherfuckers. Alright, I'm gonna lower that a little bit so I don't shout over everyone. I'm gonna lower myself too. So Here's open. Going on an adventure in the lighthouse. Back out and figure out where the fuck these people are. Ah. Huh.
I have no choice but to defend myself.
That. Parkour. Alright, now to find the bar. Whee! Just for show. That's the barracks. I just... Nah. Oh, they are... Oh, so they're down. Alright, I am a simpleton then. Alright, let's see... what all we can do. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Down we go. Ooh, chest. I don't like that noise. Methinks we're about to hit some trouble.
Oh, mother have mercy. Not another one. If I let you pass, will you promise not to make any trouble? That's just my luck. Take the post, Tiernan, they told me. You'll be looking after a village full of old farts. That's practically early retirement, they said. What a load of crap. There's always something. If it's not the deck falling apart, it's a refugee running around biting people. The deck? Nah, just old wood. Honestly, it's the least of my problems. But
Mood.
I've got no way to fix it. Dara's always busy with his lighthouse, and every time I try to do it myself, someone else needs me for something. I can't even sneak out to the tavern because last time some rich bint started complaining that everything here smells of fish. That's a seaside village. What else would it smell of?
No, that's a valid point, though.
You do that? That would be a huge relief. Well, maybe not huge. There are bigger problems, but it'd be a start. Truth be told, I don't know why they want it so badly. It's for boats. No one here even uses boats. But, well, you know how it is with old folks. Once they get fixated on something, there's no point in arguing.
Mood.
I'd pay if I could, but this was supposed to be my job. The budget's long gone. But if you're interested, I could teach you a thing or two about home decor. Not exactly standard village, but, well, we all have our secrets. Surprised? Can't blame you. This might sound odd coming from someone stationed in a glorified fish bucket, but I've got a thing for furniture. The only thing more mismatched than the barracks around here is my career choice. But, yeah, I like imagining places where things fit.
No, that's understandable.
Where chairs don't wobble. Tables don't look like someone hacked them together with a dull axe, and beds. Well, beds don't feel like they're plotting your murder while you sleep.
Listen, a futon can be a very deadly thing. You gotta be careful about futons.
Not exactly a secret I broadcast. Most folks see me as Tiernan the Grumbler, but hey, we've all got something that keeps us sane, right? Mine just happens to be daydreaming about nicer chairs.
That is a big mood, my guy.
Oh, she's a real piece of work, that one. Her name's Lady Elisa. Something. I don't remember. She came here with her husband. Poor man. I never heard him get a word in.
Damn.
You know, sometimes I regret not getting married. But if I had a wife like her, I'd just end up being a keeper all over again. Well, to be fair, he only bit one person. But it was a keeper. I know Mahone can be a piece of shit sometimes, but gods, now both of them are sick. And Haber's got no clue what's wrong. Which is the only reason that refugee isn't dead yet. So, he's sitting in a cage. His wife's crying all day and everyone's pissed. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in the middle of it all. No, not really. Fortunately. No need to tell me that. But I can't just go back to patrolling the walls. I'd be a laughingstock. I'd rather sit here and hope everything works itself out. I mean, everyone's gotta die someday, right?
Eventually.
So whether it's me or them, at least my problems will be over. Please, try not to make my life harder, alright?
No promises, but okay. Woo! Hello.
What do you want? To gawk at the beast? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My Cole is not the monster you... So you really don't know? If you're not from here, I'm not sure what could have brought you to this hellhole. But you have my sympathies. Just know that Cole isn't like that. Something is poisoning his mind and soul. I don't know what it is, or why it happened to Cole. But now we're all at the mercy of those damned keepers. One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone. Hard? Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. All they do is sit in that keep of theirs, thinking they're the defenders of justice. Well, Cole went mad. I've never seen him like that before. He attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, things could have ended very differently. Afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They said a monster like him doesn't deserve a jail cell. Jail cells are for humans. Bastards. This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. The locals call it the Arch Spire. In the morning, we realized everyone had a strange dream, but it was a little different for each of us. Cole started acting weird after that, and in time, it only got worse. No, only that, well, it didn't make much sense, but he was convinced that something bit him. He kept checking. It must have been some bug. Something changed by the weirdness that must have caused his fever, his insanity. Well, it was pretty typical. We started a fire and threw some cobwebs into it. Fran brought them back from one of his treks. That boy could always find them somehow. It was our protection from the night and the weirdness. Ellis was on watch that day, but from what he told us, he eventually fell asleep. We were lucky no one slit our throats.
Yeah?
I was in a strange place. Dark. Full of fog. Eerie. I was trying to find him. I called out, but no one answered. I was alone in the night, and then I kept falling, and falling, and falling. And then I woke up. We set up camp near the Arch Spire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been right. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing in this world.
I mean, same. Seeing is believing, after all.
What? What? How dare you? Do you know the meaning of those flowers in that configuration? Revenge. Revenge, deception, and death. There's nothing nice about it, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he's just an idiot. But trust me, it's not a nice gesture.
Ah.
Thank you. For them. You are from nowhere, just like me. That's why I believe you. Take those flowers away, burn them, throw them in a cauldron, whatever. 2 or 3 weeks ago, things were starting to get difficult. The supplies we brought with us were running low. A larger group of people is always helpful. There's always someone to talk to and share the work with. But it also means more mouths to feed.
Yeah.
And more worries to deal with. It's not easy. Oh, right. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Beatrice. As for me and Cole, well, we left Ree hoping to find a quiet place to rest for a bit. We planned to travel the King's Road toward Camelot. Well, here we are. We found our bloody Camelot. Cole is locked up and all I can do is shed bitter tears.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we grew up there. The village was built around a trade route. My parents ran a tavern that stood right by the road. We had a good life. We lacked for nothing. Well, that was before the damned grubwood started spitting out monsters.
Grubwood?
Then more and more caravans disappeared into the forest. People were telling stories that grew more horrifying by the day. In the end, taking that route meant certain death. The same thing that will happen to every place on this godforsaken island. Ruin. We used to have generous clientele. Merchants and emissaries from all over Avalon. They had deep pockets, always left lots of gold.
Money.
But that changed.
Money.
Then our only income came from the villagers, who were getting drunker and poorer by the day. That was always our plan. Col and I never wanted to stay there forever. Beatrice and Cole from the village of Ree, that wasn't us. Yeah, I doubt I'll ever see him again. I don't think there's anything worth going back for. Each of us has a different story. Some wanted to seek their fortune elsewhere, like me and Cole. Some had to flee their homes because of bandits pillaging their villages, or because of the weirdness. Ree could be one of those places by now.
Damn.
There's so much turmoil in this world. People can suddenly lose themselves, becoming a danger to those they once loved. Be careful out there.
Let me up. Damn. Fine, I gotta take the stairs like a civilized person. Bastards. Let me use my Skyrim logic, goddammit. Pour me a drink, bartender.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish, lots and lots of fish. What's your poison?
Pancake. Alright, sorry. Was reading text message I got. Give me some alcohol, please.
No, I don't recall anything like that. No, listen. I don't know what's going on, but I doubt any of the keepers had anything important on them. Half of them couldn't tell the quartermaster's seal from a pile of horse dung someone stepped on. But that means... no. Impossible. What if... I've no idea how you found out about it. Siji. He's dead. Taken by a fever.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Aye, of course I have. I didn't just throw them in some cabinet. I was afraid they'd fall into the wrong hands. He was a good man. I wouldn't get rid of my only memento of him. Here, after what you said, I assume you'll make good use of them. Even though I'm still not sure what to think about it. Things are getting weirder and weirder in our beloved Avalon. Well, he died like he lived, with a tankard in his hand. The boys always said Sigi was a friend worth 5 others. And he was. He was a prankster like no other. Once, he slipped a rotten egg into the quartermaster's dinner. Never a dull moment with him, that's for sure. No problem. Listen, if by some miracle you really talked with Sigibald, please, give him my warm regards. I don't understand anything anymore. You mean the old pier? Well, first of all, it's not that old. Brennan was already the captain when it was built. Why is it called that? Don't know. Probably because of all those old folks around. A lot has been happening here lately. Plenty of new faces. I definitely can't complain. I'm finally running a proper tavern. People come and go and the regulars drink as usual. As it should be. Daddy will be proud. Hey, not here, obviously. You won't see your old man here unless your name's Dara. Mine sent me here because he hoped I'd make something out of my life. He never wanted me to pour a beer and look at the same tired mugs day in, day out, but as it turns out, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Hey, righto.
I got mauled by a weird beast during a hunt, and after that, the captain decided I wasn't any good for active service, so he sent me here. I was bored out of my mind, and since there wasn't one here, I decided to start a tavern. At least I'm not as bored anymore.
There you go. Alright. Sigi, we need to talk. I feel like there's something else I need to do down here. Oh yeah, the fucking museum. Oh, it's out of it. Okay. Tradesman.
Buy something or bugger off. Unless you've already bought from Orla. Then just bugger off.
Fine, I'll bugger off then. That's probably someone's property. Yep. Right. Well, since I'm down here, might as well talk to dude about the deck. don't got 50 wood. Alright, well.
You're back! Hi! I told you, Ron is a good guy. And here's a little something for you. You know I pay well. Yes? What's the matter, my friend? You're really good at this today. Wait. Oh. Oh, you're serious. I understand. For so many years, I've been afraid to open this letter. But it looks like I needed to read it. Well, it is what it is, right? And I've been wondering why no one wants to talk to me. I thought to myself, are they mad at me or what? But why are you talking to me? How can you see me? Anyway, may the All-Mother bless your path. See you next time. Oh, yes. Great place, great people. And before I became a keeper, let me put it this way. I've done a lot more for a lot less. Here, you can always have a meal and some kind of shelter above your head. And that's something, isn't it? Sure, you can make more gold as a leader, but that comes with much more responsibility, my friend. Not exactly. You've already been to Ron's tavern, so you've seen one. But since we're mates now, I suppose I can tell you about something. Listen closely.
Go on.
A few of us had a little gambling ring. Not to brag, but I was quite good at it. The winnings aren't much use to me anymore, so if you're interested, I'll tell you where I stashed them. Here. Just mind the waves. Ooh, Ern, Armand, and Richt. Haven't seen them in a long while, so I've no clue what they're up to now. But I'd wager they've got their own stashes hidden somewhere too. Cunning bastards. Safe travels, and don't let the road wear you down.
Aye. Money, 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 money. Ah. Gotta go digging. Alright, well. Since we're here. Strong. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Siggy. God, the music is very pretty in this game. Alright, cool.
Welcome to the Museum of the Horns of the South, the southernmost keep under Camelot's jurisdiction. My name is Ridderick, and I will be happy to introduce you to the rich history of this fascinating place. A history that began 623 years ago with the first keeper, Sewell Firstfoot. I'd also like to bring your attention to our numerous exhibits that are, as I like to say, inanimate witnesses of the history of the Horns of the South.
Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I will come back to this in a minute. So, be right back. There we go. Alright, we're back. Rhetoric.
It began in the year 542. It is the crowning achievement of a group of keepers who were fascinated with Sewell Firstfoot. It took them years of tremendous effort to finally open an institution devoted to research and education, worthy of commemorating Sewell's great legacy. The first keeper of the museum was Gladwin Flanagan, who was personally appointed by Captain Berach the Black. I don't doubt it. Since Sewell Firstfoot was a remarkable figure, well known to every keeper, drawing on available sources, we can claim with almost absolute certainty that Sewell Firstfoot was the first man who ever set foot on the island of Avalon. As you can probably guess, that's where his moniker, Firstfoot, comes from. Oh, of course. Sewell was an outstanding commander whose strategic mind, bravery, and charisma contributed to our capture of the South from the Four Dwellers. He was also the founder of the Horns of the South, so I can say with absolute conviction that if it were not for Sewell Firstfoot, we wouldn't even be standing here having this conversation. The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era.
And what era are we in?
Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins, religious artifacts.
Oh god, how long do we want to play this out for? Let's humor the poor man. He probably doesn't get many visitors.
I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting. Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot.
Sewell.
We have his signal horn, and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil.
What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era.
Oh god, how long do we want to humor this man?
Yes, it's remarkable, isn't it? You can find them in the central display. Sewell's boots were sewn from 3 pieces of tanned calfskin, tied at the top with a leather strap. The seam goes through the middle of the instep, which is decorated with ornamental embroidery. On the outer side of each shoe, you can find a decorative brass buckle with the motif of the Camelotian bear. It is notable that even after 600 years, they are still excellently preserved, which is unusual considering the high humidity in this area.
Bitch, you just keep making these boots again.
It means that even the keepers of that time must have realized the historical value of Sewell's boots, and therefore made sure to adequately preserve them. It's a memento of the visit of the legendary ruler of Avalon. Impressive, isn't it? The tableware is made of tin coated with silver. It consists of a plate, a bowl, and a chalice. The edges are decorated with the motifs of Camelot, a crown and a bear. However, those ornaments are of visibly low quality. That detail, and the fact that those are the only wares from that time that have survived to this day, leads us to conclude that this set was cast specifically for that occasion, and that it was finished by a person unfamiliar with this kind of craft, perhaps a blacksmith or an armorer. It is indeed an interesting exhibit. The horn was used by Sewell during wartime, not only for signaling, but also for intimidation. It has a brass mouthpiece and silver fittings on its wider side and at the middle. The shape of the fittings suggests that the horn was hanging on a leather strap, which, unfortunately, has not survived to this day. Really? Do you mean it? Thank you. That's really nice to hear. I'm not used to positive feedback. Usually people only come here when they've had too much to drink and decided that it'd be fun to come over and start mocking me, or touching the exhibits with their greasy fingers. The last person who seemed to actually be interested in the museum was Lady Elaine. We talked a bit about Captain Lex and the trip that ended tragically in the year 513. It was described in The Last Voyage of the Andraste. An interesting read, although I'd say it should be classified as fiction. Lady Elaine thought differently. Apparently she's looking for the wreck of the Andraste. Can you believe that? Definitely. Personally, I believe that people gifted with curious minds should share their observations, for there's always a chance it will result in new developments. You should find Lady Elaine in the tavern, or somewhere close to it. Good luck! I have to admit that local fauna is not one of my main areas of interest, but I do know the answer to this question, as it is rooted in the history of the Horns of the South. It used to be the case that a significant part of the daily catch was gobbled up by our troublesome coastal neighbors. So the keepers of that time found a very peculiar way to deal with the problem.
Is it gonna be something stupid?
Some of them, called the seagullers, scared off the coastal birds using specially constructed masks. They made them from feathers and pieces of tanned pigskin sewn together. The reason the gulls avoided these masks is unclear, but perhaps their peculiar shape reminded them of a natural predator?
Weird. Well, that was certainly interesting. Alright. Time to go talk to the dude.
Stay out of trouble.
There you are, finally. What are you waiting for?
Pocket sand.
Weird. Okay.
Instructions on the mask. Alright, let's, I guess, go to the blacksmith and go from there. Alright. Zoom.
peaceful moment.
Alright, let's see how this goes. You better be grateful.
I should stay out of trouble.
You're right, you should.
There you are, finally. A mask? Eh? Are you sure? Ah, whatever, sod it. Now they'll get what's coming to them, damn rascals. You can go now. You're right. Here, take this. But don't think, even for a moment, that the struggle is over. We need more, much more, to finally rid ourselves of those blasted birds once and for all. Are you ready for the next step in our fight against the flying, shitting enemy? That's the spirit! Look, I've got the perfect seagull trap design right here. You just need to make a few and set them up in some strategic spots, like this one. And those flying pests will surely get caught. We need to work smart. And I appreciate that. Go on then, and...
Huh. Oh boy, I love fall damage. It's my favorite.
Just another peaceful moment.
Yo, Obi. Need to borrow the grindstone. Fish.
put that away.
Sorry, I didn't mean to shovel your face. Go to the doctor and see if I can get some stuff. Maybe the fish. Nah, he probably won't have any. Alright, ow. Alright, let's see. Anything else? Well, can't really say this has been an eventful evening, but at the same time, we still got stuff done. So I think I'm gonna call it a night for now and head off to bed so I can go to work tomorrow. So thank you all very much for watching tonight, and come back tomorrow and I shall keep to my namesake, and I shall do some writing tomorrow. So I'm thinking tomorrow's just going to be a chill, just writing and ask me anything stream. So if anyone has questions, please feel free to join in the comments and ask me anything you want. And until then, thank you all so very much for watching, and I shall see y'all tomorrow.